we put water in these buckets. Everybody's coming up asking me about water. So what we're gonna do is, a lot of times what happens is that we'll have dry mixed with the regular fruit. And what we want to do is we want to rehydrate it, but also we want to get it all mushed up together and basically all mushed up. So all these big fruits, we want them all smashed up and put them together so we can boil it. All right, guys. Once it's all squished up, yeah, no, take it out. If we can get it out, get it out. If not, we'll pull it out later. When we dump it out, we want to make sure we dump nice and slow. And there's a purpose why. So I'm going to slowly get it out, and I'm going to show you. So what I was saying before, when we get stuff off the ground, we pick up the dry ones. Normally, sometimes I have rocks in there, or sometimes I get stuff in there. But because we picked off from the actual cactus and we didn't get any off the ground, there's no rocks in here. So normally we would leave the last bit because there would be like a handful of dirt and rocks all in here. So right here, you can't really see anything. So actually, this one looks pretty good. I'm actually really surprised. So let's see how this one goes.
That one looks like a bright red.
And so right now this is just a juice. Sometimes what we'll do is we'll drink it, and you know, you can hydrate it, it doesn't matter. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this on the fire. We're gonna boil it down, and then this is where the long process goes in. We're gonna actually reduce this down into a syrup. And so all this water, so this is probably, like I said, you can see this is a full pot. We'll probably get like that much of the syrup that's actually concentrated in there. As much as we usually get, normally we'll hit these big old pots and we'll fill them up. And it'll take us like 6 hours, 7 hours just outside. And we'll do this outside in the sun, and we'll be feeding it fire. So we'll be outside in 110 degree weather.
Oh, we're doing that.
No, I wish we could. Because we're here in the kitchen, we have the stove, so we'll be doing it on there. But they say when you do it on the stove, it tastes a lot sweeter because you're not getting that smoky flavor that's into it. You know, either way, it's definitely good. But they say like if you want the sweetest jams or the sweetest syrups, you do it on the stove because you don't get that smoky flavor infused into it. This is the first process. What we're gonna do is get our first boil. We actually boil this 2 times. And once we boil this the first time, I'll show you what we do next. So I'll go ahead and throw it on the stove and we'll bring it back shortly. And be careful. If you want to, you can squeeze it too.
No, I'm good.
Is it pretty cold?
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
I was telling you before, we do this and we kind of do that like, well, I guess it's kind of like a game to see who can handle the mess. And we'll do it right out of the pot.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. I can feel it actually. It's already.
We'll do it and we'll just keep spinning it. Keep spinning it.
So keep holding it and spin it?
Yeah, hold it.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go, just like that.
Drop.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Once you get through your fingers, it burns the crap out of you.
You get used to it after a couple years. You get used to it. Good amount.
Be careful with it.
And so, like I said, the more we strain it out, the easier it'll be when we dry it, because we're gonna dry all this, the seeds, and we use the seeds because we eat it as well. And this is one of the ways that all the people stayed healthy, is that they would eat these seeds, kind of like you do chia seeds or anything like that. These seeds actually, they help prevent diabetes, they help with type 2 diabetes, they regulate blood sugar. So it's actually very good for diabetic patients. And then you can eat them just like seeds. You can just kind of chew on them, or you can put them in baked goods.
You can use them as poppy seeds.
Yeah, you can use them as poppy seeds. You can put them in baked goods, and then I've even heard of some like 5-star restaurants. They'll buy these from us, and they'll make like a marmalade, and they'll put it over a steak. If you bake them, you can actually make an oil out of them. There's a whole thing. There's a whole process of that. I don't know that process. I didn't get that fancy. I just chew them like seeds.
Because they're poppy seeds. No.
And so what we do is we'll just flatten this out. And normally we would cook this until it's orange. This is a little overcooked, but the only reason we would cook it till it's orange is if we were making jam. But this is just fine. We actually pulled out all the juice for the cito. So normally what we do is we take it outside, we bang it around a couple times, and that's to separate the pulp from the seeds, and that's so we can harvest the seeds. And so what we'll do while we're waiting is we'll actually set this outside and let it dry, and you guys can see that process as it goes along. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this and we're gonna throw it back in the pot, and we're gonna cook this over again, and then we should have the cito and our lives. It's not fully dry, but you can see here what we'll do is we'll smash these together. And when we smash them together and then we kind of loosen them up, see how the seeds just fall right out. That's pretty much how we get the seeds out. And then once we're done with that, we'll actually stick them back in the sun because these are still kind of wet. So we want them to dry out as much as they can because we've had them when we bagged them and they mold them. And you can eat these right now. There's no problem with that. So if you guys want to try them.
So this is what makes it big to
Yeah, but those aren't usable anymore. They're just used for food because we boiled them, so we basically killed the seed. But these are great. Like I said, they regulate blood sugar. They help with diabetes. There's a couple other things that just totally blanking right now. But they also use them in a lot of foods. They use
It tastes good.
And it tastes good. Yeah.
If you give a bunch, yeah.
Yeah, and so I've done it where I've like had a bag of them and just because I don't like sunflower seeds, so I'll just sit out there and just chew. And then make you feel full. So something nice. It's something different.